North Korea is known as one of the most closed countries in the world. However, behind it all lies a political dynasty that has ruled the country since its founding. That dynasty began with one name, Kim Il-sung. From a young fighter against Japanese colonial rule, he transformed into a leader who built a nation with a unique ideology, full of propaganda and absolute power. Kim Il-sung's story is not just about one man, but also about the birth of a regime that still influences millions of North Koreans today. Kim Il-sung was born in 1912, during a time when Korea was under Japanese occupation. From a young age, he was involved in the resistance movement. Living in exile, he joined a guerrilla group operating in China and Siberia. His courage and success in leading small raids against the Japanese army earned him fame. The Soviet Union then saw Kim Il-sung's potential as a figure they could elevate after the war. Although the historical record is often exaggerated by North Korean propaganda, one thing is certain. His experience fighting the Japanese shaped him as a symbol of resistance and a potential leader for the Korean people. When Japan surrendered in 1945, Korea was divided into two spheres of influence, the North under Soviet control and the South under the United States. In the North, the Soviet Union needed a local leader loyal to its ideology. The choice fell on Kim Il-sung. With Moscow's support, he was promoted as a war hero and soon appointed leader of the Workers' Party of Korea. In 1948, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or North Korea, was officially established with Kim Il-sung as its prime minister and central figure. This was the beginning of the long history of the Kim dynasty. Kim Il-sung's greatest ambition was to reunify the Korean peninsula under his rule. In 1950, with Stalin's blessing from the Soviet Union and Chinese support, he launched an invasion of South Korea. The Korean War broke out. North Korean forces advanced rapidly and nearly captured the entire peninsula. However, the intervention of the United States under the auspices of the UN turned the tide. The fighting raged for 3 years, resulting in millions of casualties. In 1953, the war ended with an armistice, but no peace treaty. The borders returned to their original lines, and Korea remained divided. Although the war failed to unify Korea, it strengthened Kim Il-sung's position as a decisive and courageous leader in the eyes of his people. After the Korean War, Kim Il-sung consolidated his power. He created a political system centered on himself. Statues, songs, and school textbooks were filled with tales of his heroism. He was revered as a demigod. Kim also developed the ideology of Juche, or self-reliance, which emphasized that North Korea should stand on its own 2 feet, without relying on external forces. In practice, this ideology strengthened state control over the people. With massive propaganda, a single party, and a harsh security apparatus, Kim Il-sung built a totalitarian state. He was not just a president, but the Great Leader, a title that stuck with him until his death. Kim Il-sung ruled North Korea until his death in 1994. For more than 4 decades, he established a political system that endures to this day. What makes him unique is how he passed power down to his family. His son, Kim Jong Il, succeeded him, and then his grandson, Kim Jong Un, continued the dynasty. To this day, North Korea remains under the Kim family, making it one of the longest-running modern political dynasties in the world. Kim Il-sung's legacy is a blend of nationalism, Juche ideology, and absolute rule. He rebuilt the country from the ashes of war, but also left his people isolated, impoverished, and withheld freedoms. Kim Il-sung's story is the beginning of a dynasty that still shapes world politics today. It began with a young warrior, transformed into a ruler who created one of the most enigmatic countries on the planet.